Hello, my filthy little sinners, and welcome to more Killer Frequency featuring Soul. What are you talking about? Oh, Zoe! Every time! Every time, Zoe! Oh my goodness. What a baby. Hold on, you want me to move you? No, it's okay. I can move you to the other side of the screen if you don't want to cuddle with me.
Also, hello, and I'm leaving apparently. Hello, everybody.
Yep, you're over there now. Get used to it. Alright, we are going to play more Killer Frequency. Soul, I don't know if you have been watching the Killer Frequency videos. Okay, then, you're in for a treat. We are 911 basically, but we're not. We're a radio station. Okay, so there's a serial killer on the loose, and this is a tiny town that apparently only has 2 police officers and 1 911 like call agent. One of them is dead now. One of the police officers is dead, the other one's knocked out. The 911 lady is going in a police cruiser to a town that's like a few hours away.
Seems a little bit too stick to home.
Yeah, very close to our home.
Very, very close to home in an uncomfortable sense.
Very super duper close to home.
I can name a few screen because they might be watching.
And it's cutting you out. Technology. Speak.
I am speaking.
Okay, it's on 2 people podcast mode.
Unfortunately, you probably missed some of my amazing commentary. Haha, small town. Probably knew a lot of serial killers anyway. Funny joke? Let's play a game.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Okay, now talk.
I am talking.
Let's go!
So, how many people have died?
In alternate universes that we don't talk about, a few. But in the main line, nobody.
I'm already getting Borderlands.
It's pretty cool.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
I don't want to go back down there.
Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
I don't wanna.
You know, I'm no expert at this, but I'm pretty sure the basement's the last place you want to be.
The basement's the place that I don't want to go, yeah.
In the basement.
Bad things. Oh, that's the wrong room. It's this way.
Already hating this.
Yeah, I don't like it whenever we leave our safe little thing either. Every now and then, sometimes you'll see the killer out there. It's not great. Didn't mean to do that.
It's broken. It's not supposed to be doing that, I don't think.
I don't think it's supposed to do that either.
Oh, this is nice.
No, not going out there. I think I've forgotten. Okay, it's down here.
Alright, I have already stopped playing the game. Bust to hide in. Is that Sunny D? Sunny D.
No, I think that's cleaning agent.
Oh, don't drink that, kids. That's bad for you.
Yeah, don't drink that.
That is not Sunny D. Smooth or tangy. Could be original, though.
Is this the closet?
I need some WD-40 for the... That's clever!
This is the murder closet.
So, has the killer been... Why is there one mannequin arm?
I don't know, man.
A key? Was this always here?
Why is the mannequin under there?
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
What key? Where is he seeing a key? I don't see none.
I'm sorry, I was too distracted by the mannequins. Just, of course, we have to pick it up and look at it. So, this is where the killer hides? Or, because there's red tape.
This is where he does something. I don't see a heckin' key. Turns out he's our janitor.
Those are... Huh.
Where in the hell is this key? I don't know where this key is that he's talking about. Oh, that's cute.
Horsey pointing. But why is the hand pointing?
I don't know, I was pointing at this. Are you seeing a key anywhere?
No, I'm too disturbed by all the...
Oh, it's in here.
The decor.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna go down there. I don't wanna.
Just got a little icky feeling. Oh, it's a lamp.
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Buzz the intercom.
Dang it, Peggy.
Oh my god, Peggy.
Why are we yelling, Peggy?
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
Think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz
I don't
Meteor
like this.
probably
It
found
sounds too
something.
much like he's giving us evidence.
He's playing a game. He's playing a weird game. It's a mind game.
Sure wish I had
A gun? Yeah, that'd be great.
that or a flashlight. I was gonna say flashlight, but there's something pointing over here. There's like a little picture. Yeah, it's this. Either that or it's a different cabinet.
Maybe. Oh, it looks like that cabinet, perhaps.
Oh.
Oh, that's not a cabinet.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
Lights. Lights as soon as I say them.
I don't like this. I don't like the stinger music either. Okay, what is this even? Hold on. Let me get in the light.
Looks like it's pointing at like a sink.
Okay, there's a tape there and another note. That's like a little rolly tray?
Possibly. Feels like it should be in.
I don't know.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However,
Sounds weird.
a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a picture under it.
Yeah, I know, but that isn't the one that we were supposed to find. We're back at the beginning. Okay, we need to find... It looks like there's an upturned chair. There's a little rolly cart. Delivery note, security system. At the hospital. At the gas. Oh.
Plant.
These are all security, he knows what security system everyone has, and I think he has, like, an inside. Yeah, he, like, knows how to get into the access code and everything.
Oh, that's great. He has electricians for dummies. That makes me feel better.
And, yeah, it tells you, what the default security code is, and I guess people aren't, yeah, alarm deactivation code and everything. So that's how he's been getting into people's houses. Okay, folded chair. Here it is.
There we go.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Didn't know where the next one is, but
This looks useful.
oh, police department. Bet it doesn't have a thing you can like zoom in.
There's.
Oh, yeah.
You want to read it?
Sure, why not? At 4 a.m., a call was received from a jogger, a Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up on the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify a body on the scene of Mr. George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd.
So this is the police incident report of whenever he was found.
That's a long time to not have seen your boy. No, it's a day, but still, if he's that young.
I think that we already know where this one is.
That right there.
Okay, this one thing with the fan.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Little barbaric. Some construction work on this building now. What is that?
I have no clue.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water where he hit his head, was
This has to be
knocked out,
important.
and drowned.
I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recorded? Shut it off.
Okay, I need to bring these back up because my hands are full. That makes me think that he's only been killing. There's still more to do here. Damn. So we can't leave. I just gotta carry this shit around with me. Filing cabinets and a desk. Boy howdy.
I think I figured that one out.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. 2 weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline,
Oh, he isn't the murderer. He was tracking the murderer.
the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. Each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek, drawing closer.
Why didn't you warn the fucking police?
This is bad.
But I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess.
What did you do?
I didn't kill anyone, mind you.
Sure.
But that's past mattering.
Maybe he bullied the killer and that's why he's killing.
That I should say. But my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Was there anything else back here?
So what? If he would have said anything, he would have probably been the prime suspect or something.
No, I guess his family would have paid for it. Hold on, I want this.
One last good.
I knew mine from election.
I play too many horror games to know that there's gotta be something.
That's what's bothering me. Like, I don't do jump scares.
I don't like how noisy that was.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor
Even
George.
motorcycle.
He was so young.
Did it
Something's
scare
bothering
you?
Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape.
Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life, sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Not
because
the report.
Everything there.
yeah, if it's in the
According to
newspaper,
that,
it
it's
must
just
have
like you said
happened.
at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight too.
But that contradicts the tape.
That's like,
I know.
internet's not
And
allowed
I think
to
I
lie.
know why. There's a
Oh,
note with a
read on
report
the
that
internet.
says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. The caller from earlier. When we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police
That
report.
Peggy
Mentions a
was
friend from
digging.
earlier. Sandra
Mm.
Sharp.
The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir? Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests. Sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let
Must be
something
from a small
slip.
town too.
Something like that.
This is a small town. Everyone's from here.
Well,
Let's
Sheriff
do a
Matthews
report
wrote the
on the
report.
reservoir.
If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
But Sandra is still alive?
That's how big the
Once we're
town
done
is.
down here, we should give her a call.
That's the whole town.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now.
Is it?
This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone. I found a confession, not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident, and the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive, sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
I don't
Someone
know.
wanted that
Murder.
boy's death to seem like an
It's not that
accident,
hard.
and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
Ready.
We need to figure out our next step.
More than ready.
More than ready.
Get me out of here.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think
Cry.
we should call Virginia back.
In a corner.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Get some
Hello
WD-40 for
again,
these
Gallows
pesky
Creek.
doors.
This is
Yeah,
Forrest
these doors are
Nash.
squeaky.
We're
We have
circling
separate
closer
plans.
to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Redman Plunker here. Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
It's Forrest.
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
This man is high,
She
isn't he?
asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
I'd be jumpy too.
I can't blame you. I'd be jumpy too.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought.
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
He said, like a
You
liar.
mentioned that name earlier when you
There's a
called
little
us
bit
the
of a
first
delay.
time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so
We
too.
thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he...
Big Clive's
Well-
gone.
and we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
I came into work to find a boy on my slab, and as I finished the autopsy, man Clive, he just burst in. He started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. Well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick.
Oops.
For me, he used both. You see, my sister she has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said. And that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to
Probably
within
the
an inch of
person
my
that
life.
killed
I
the
don't
boy.
know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Well,
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out
witnesses do.
soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're
do
talking to
you
her.
want to put it?
Don't
in
push
the
too
desk?
hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now.
Oh, we just
Hopefully
spun
she's
around.
at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of
Oh, she has one of those
189.16,
voices.
The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How
She
jazzy.
sounds Canadian.
What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Sandra's saucy.
They're saucy minx.
Saucy Canadian.
That's what saucy means.
Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, it's a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right.
Don't you
well,
know?
we
Don't
think
you
he might be
know?
chasing specific people.
I'd do anything for
People
you,
who
don't you
know
know?
about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
But you're the one that found the body.
We know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You know about?
Yes, of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
You know, she sounds like one of those moms from like the 80s, you know?
I think this takes place during the 80s
because she has that voice of, you know, when she hollers for her son, she
or the 90s.
stretches out the middle word, like, for example, Forrest, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet and everything would be okay.
Oh, is it the mayor or something? I don't know.
I bet it's somebody with a high-rising title.
Yeah, they're probably somebody who is influential and very rich.
Political, am I right? You did say be careful with what you say, so maybe...
We understand.
I mean, it's not like I killed him. What was the harm in saying I found him in the reservoir instead of the river? I'm sorry. I can't do this.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight,
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
welcome to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But
Bacula?
I wondered if you could send this special birthday message to my uncle.
What is it you want to say? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure, why
You
not?
know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ron. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you'd like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals.
Oh my God, it's this guy.
Pizza. Starting at
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the line.
Thinking
This is
ad man.
189.16 The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling
Ponty.
man.
Fuck you, Ponty.
Golly Moses.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No.
Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry, that was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway.
Like something.
I think he's spent for now. We've got another call. Whenever you're ready.
I swear to God, it better not be you, Ponty.
Don't spend your money at Connie's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream. With me, Forrest Nash. Who, may I say, is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
We played your song, Long Ride Home. Did you hear it? Can you tell us?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
You didn't exactly help.
Maybe I've been helping more than you know. I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was
Why
being
does everybody in this town think they're a
I came back to my
hero?
apartment building, but this
Everyone in this
old
game
security
thinks that
system
they
has me
are the
locked
main
out.
character.
I need you to help me get inside.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet. There's not even a buzzer here, only the keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in?
We're gonna have to go back to the basement.
Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the New Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park, but I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
Sound really carries at night.
She's trying to break in.
Sounds like a noisy part of town.
It is. Boy, I wish he'd muscle that thing in. Oh, and now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you.
I feel like I'm being manipulated here.
Call me back soon.
All right,
I didn't even hear the whistling. Usually before he comes after somebody, he whistles.
I tried to
I heard a
break
lot of
Dawn
music.
into her apartment.
Heavy music. But it's a noisy neighborhood.
Coming up for your listening pleasure, it's Caged Tiger with their single, One Last Goodbye. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird.
She was
about
trying
that.
to manipulate you.
Well,
Why does
tell
she
you
want
what,
to break into the
we have a
neighbor's
Starling
place?
4000 or whatever here at K-Fam. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
I know exactly where to go when it's back down to the
Okay,
creepy
so she's walked out of
basement.
the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
But
I feel like we are getting manipulated.
I think the whistling man is a whistling woman, and that was her. Progressive.
Plot twist, isn't it?
A female killer. Progressive.
In the course of history, that has happened different times. Of course, not many people suspected a female killer. Mostly because back in those times, most people probably didn't think a woman killer was skilled enough, evil enough.
A lot of times, people don't think that a woman could overtake a man, and this one has killed several men.
Unless you are like some women who have the thighs that could crush a man's soul. If that's the case,
You're at the
some men
fucking...
may actually die happily, now that I think of it.
Me too.
If you're looking for the security thing,
Yeah,
It's
do you
in the-
remember where it was?
yeah, it's in the other room. I go through the whole It's close to the beginning door. Compact, isn't it? Now turn, yeah, back in there.
Back here?
Yeah, I think that's
Order
it also.
delivery form. Starling must have left this by accident. This system's not even installed at Woodside. Starling 4000. User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Alright, let's see. Maintenance call code, alarm test deactivation, entry code 715914.
I could be throwing out a major spoiler here. I don't know anything about this game. I don't know what happens in this game. But what I think is going to happen is you give her this code and she's going to turn around and pin the whole thing on you. Or say you were an accomplice.
Oh, that was a fuse from like whenever I had to go outside earlier.
Ah yes, outside. That's the opposite place where I'd want.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
And did you find anything else?
I saw a list of everyone else who bought the Starling 4000. Know who was on there?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call? Is that crazy? I don't know what you'd say, but...
That might be a good idea.
Okay, one moment. I got the number here. Patching you through.
Shit.
He probably can't hear it over the music. Forrest, I don't know about this. This is super weird.
Just put me through to Don. I'll take care of this one way or another.
Okay, if you say so. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
I feel like this is going.
I feel like I'm about to give her the code to set off the alarms and draw any security that might be there to her. Because I don't trust her.
Ooh. She's just new in town, right? So
Don,
she says.
are you there?
Yeah,
This is
that's
Forrest Nash
suspicious.
From 189.16, The Stream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I've been so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest.
What was that voice she just used?
Son of a bitch. Ah!
Is she?
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespects the sanctity of the ring. Don't ever come back here again. I'm calling the cops.
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him. That was the whistling man. The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know? Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
Got it. Talk to you soon.
Don't worry about roller skates right now.
Gallows Creek.
Roller
Here's
Ricky
the
just
music
survived
while
the
we
whistling man.
process What
That's
just
fan
happened.
freaking tastic. What happened to this chick? Did she get shot dead? What happened? So Dawn is not a good person, as we both
She
suspected.
is definitely the whistling man. The whistling woe
The
man.
whistling man is
Is
a
a
woman?
I had my suspicions.
I had my suspicions.
Yeah, sure,
I just heard a
Forrest.
voice one
You just
time.
never
I had
mentioned
my
it.
suspicions.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
I knew she wasn't right.
Is that right, Sherlock?
To
Why do you think she
Peggy?
requested that song?
get me
To
outside?
get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
She never actually attacked me out there.
So, what now?
I don't
I
like
guess I
that.
should make an announcement. We do
What?
have new info.
Oh.
Okay,
Wait,
kill the
why are
music and you can make the announcement.
Were the panels like that before?
Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call. You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's going on, Murphy? You in danger again?
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home. Since you asked folks to call in if they could help out.
All right,
I don't
what'd you
know if I
know?
can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando if I didn't try to help.
The
you know?
local redneck.
Yeah, this is his kid.
You're a good father, Murphy.
Absolutely. Fernando's a lucky kid.
Oh, so, what do you want to know?
Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know, really.
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Absolutely nothing.
What about the killer herself?
Herself? Man, I didn't get my ass kicked by a lady. The man I went toe-to-toe with was a man.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep,
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but man, how could it have been a woman under that mask?
Let's just move on. Do you know anything about the history of the Whistling Man?
No, sir, that's the first time I ever heard of him.
What if it's
What?
Sue?
I moved here 3 years ago.
maybe.
Man. What do you want from me?
Hey, man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Sorry I couldn't help y'all more, man. Now, if you'd have asked me about Gator,
Forrest, we have a call coming in.
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
all right. I'll catch y'all with the Gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps our next caller has more they can tell us. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Breathe.
Easy. Take a breath. Relax.
Okay. We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. Just started freaking out. Screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that. And I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Was it the Whistling Man?
Casey, was his attacker the Whistling Man?
The who? They had a mask and wore all black? That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" before they left, but he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
What is your friend's name?
What's your friend's name, Casey?
Jason Parker.
Parker.
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and the knife is still there in his leg.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. But the ambulances, well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something, or he's going to die.
Forrest, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen, we need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you. Think you can handle that?
Hit me. I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wound.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it out.
Well, duh.
Stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though.
Good lord,
God,
Peggy.
that was a lot of info, but I think
She
we can
went to
handle
a small
this.
town
Glad
school.
you got it so
Be,
far, because there's more.
be nice.
You can't get much smaller than homeschooled, and I know not to pull the knife out. Small school.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. Need the patient to stay calm.
All right, don't replace
Keep him
bandages.
warm when all the red
elevate his
juice is
legs.
flowing out of his
Keep
body.
him
Yeah.
warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
I've
Alright,
actually had
boys.
first aid
Casey's
training, so
still
I already
on
knew
line
all
one.
of that.
I've had CPR training, so...
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
Hey, how's Jason?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding. I need help. I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
Do not touch the
No,
knife.
don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah, it's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
Secure the knife?
We don't... It would be... Yeah, because you don't want the knife to move around, because that would cause it to bleed more, so you need to stabilize the knife so it's not causing more.
I think we need to secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Laundry piled up on top of the dryer, cloths on the hood of the car, and... what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
We need to... I would use the jacket to stabilize, but you need cleaning rags to keep the clean cloth on the wound, because you're supposed to keep packing it on.
Yeah, use the jacket.
Sorry about this, Casey. I think it's best we use your jacket. It's probably less likely to bleed through.
It's just a jacket. Give me a second. Here we go. I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again. I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Okay.
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay, Jason. Please be okay.
Oh, I have to press the Peggy button.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Any suggestions, Peggy?
A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right, but there are a couple of problems with that.
Naturally.
Naturally.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. There is something else.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do something.
Yeah, this is the 90s, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I used to
Floppy
play
disk
with
is.
floppy disks.
And
Yeah,
in the 90s.
same.
Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks.
Tells you how old
I
vinyls
imagine it's
are.
the same for our personnel
Yep.
files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You ever think
You'll
about
need
the
to keep it
fact
up.
that
I'll
we've
just
gone through
slide it
so
under
much
my door now.
technological advancement
Fanny.
in just our
We'll
childhood?
just have to look around.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta think. It's I'm not really sure which one started
Good.
first, but you gotta
I'll
think.
patch my mic down to the office.
We
Hear me
We
over
had
the intercom.
8-tracks,
yeah.
which in order to use an 8-track, kids, I don't know what kids are watching this.
Yeah, I don't think kids should be watching any of my content.
If you are a child, stop it. But
Stop being a child.
Stop being a child. Grow up and tune in to Baby Peppy.
Watch me whenever you're older.
Must be 18 or older. That is a must, not a request. Anyway, so, for those of you who do not know, 8-tracks were these things that had like a whole buku of
Looks
songs
like I
on
need
them,
a
but you could
4-digit
never hit
code.
rewind. It was literally put in, play through if you wanted to hear a song again. Ride around for a while. Alright. And back also after that, or before that, I'm not really sure. Which I'm pretty sure, no, vinyls probably come before that. Vinyls were kind of just a novelty that we
Could
have
this
now.
be it?
Pizza delivery killer who kills pizza cutter. Slice on you. Terrifying, there's never a what happens if
Oh, it's an ad. It's an ad.
ask any
Genie, where those tapes are, they're long overdue.
desk looks like your mother-in-law. Sticky notes galore.
Wait, does she have like a lot of sticky notes on them?
Yeah.
Reginald Scott has successfully completed the standard course in first aid. Okay. Very important date.
1107.
Nice.
Floppy disks, which were never that floppy.
Which one's Reginald? There's Karen, we already know where she is. Forrest Nash, that's me. Okay, so people that aren't people that we already know. This John dude. Okay, we know Karen.
Oh, we all know a Karen.
We know Peggy. Bradley.
Even the comics below, if you've had to deal with a few Karens in your lifetime.
I think everyone's had to deal with a Karen. And Barbara.
Floppy or not.
Okay, so we probably need to go to the staff's office and see who has certification.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Any certification over here at reception?
Ah, hat fan.
Aw, I didn't notice that before. And lots of nail polish.
Oh, there's a note on that desk. Ah, cursive.
Scribble.
That's some scribbly cursive you got there.
Okay.
So, if I was certification, I would have to keep it right with me.
That one's... Whose desk is this?
A junky one, that's... It looks
Because
upside down.
It looks like they're,
That looks upside down.
yeah, I don't know how to... It looks like they're moving, though.
So, you know, I used to do homework on typewriters.
You did?
Mm-hmm. It was to help me learn where the keys were.
Okay, so who's certified?
I feel like that's something you would keep in the HR department, or who would have their certification.
This store. The layout of this building makes no damn sense.
Let's go down to up and then go up to go down.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know.
Really getting all of the staff here. Everybody give her
Wait, who did she say that she skipped with?
Karen.
Okay, so she skipped with Karen.
There's something going on with her and Brad. Call it a hunch. Barbara got another cat recently. She must have at least 5 now. I bet that's the one at the front desk.
Yeah, it's the front desk employee.
Barbara
Do you think
Labs.
front reception would have certification in first aid?
I would want if I was supposed to be the boss here, and I knew that somebody was going to be at the front desk. A lot of things can happen at the front desk. I wouldn't know that they possibly could deliver first aid if needed.
Okay.
I would want
so
all of my staff to actually have first aid.
Barbara lives at 14 Craven Street.
But they said they need to be on Nancy Street.
Or they need to be close.
Hmm?
So I need to see the map of the town again.
Wait, what did that say?
What?
That Barbara was working on another horror script?
Okay, so they're on Nancy Drive,
Yeah.
I think is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
So, where's...
Nancy Drive.
And she's on, here.
Nancy Drive is like right.
Yeah, Nancy Drive's right
Where
there.
did we say she was?
She is on Craven Street.
Okay, so 14th Craven Street.
Craven Street's all the way down there. It's pretty close.
An option.
It's an option.
Let's see if we can find someone closer just in case. He's fine. He won't bleed out too far. Who we got next? John Hedges. Hey!
14 Nancy Drive.
Kirk. This is perfect. Bleh.
John Hedges is on Nancy Drive.
John refused to engage with the first aid trainer during
Ah.
the course. I know he was a war medic, but it was a situation policy to send everybody regardless. John apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his house that is procured to the military at the end of his service. Is that legal? Do I need to report him? Spoke with John again about eating the free samples that Brad gets sent to reviews. He said that he'd stop, but he said that last 3 times too. Is it un-American to primate a war vet?
War medic
Honestly, he would be the best one because he would know about wounds such as severe
on
as
street.
Jason's.
Yeah.
And he's probably literally right next door.
Bradley. Axdown Lane. Axdown Lane is pretty close too.
What's his MO though? When I hired Brad, he was a situation food critic. People said...
Station.
Ah, my bad. Spacious food critic. People said I was crazy. We have to take 3 takeout places and a diner. What's the point? So, to them I say, you can be afraid to explore the darkest reaches of the unknown, or Henderson's. Bradley and Barbara have been spending an awfully lot of time together. I didn't realize she was so interested.
Brad
in
and
Brad's
Barbara
work.
ended up missing most of our first aid training session.
I'm leaning more toward the
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning John. Wait, do I need to write down his number?
Alright, John, what can you tell us, buddy? 542-0735. Newsreader.
Alright.
This is Barbara's desk.
Yeah, Barbara and Brad are probably fucking, and they were probably fucking during first aid training.
Oh, don't screw first aid.
Peggy, I have learned some shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Barbara and Bradley are doing the bumping of the nasties behind the desk with the cats watching. Peggy? Peggy.
Peggy.
You called Peggy, right?
Yeah, press the Peggy button.
Did we not get all the information?
What else information do I need to get? I wrote down his number.
Do you have to look at the other freaking floppy disks in order for this to actually transpire?
I looked at all of them.
I hate the way the sound changes when you step into the freaking room.
Maybe I have to bring the floppy disk up?
That'd be my... yeah, try that.
I want to kind of read everyone else's. Let's read our own file.
Get a load of this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and you're more interested in you.
You're right, I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can read the rest of this later.
Wait, something going on between him and Karen?
Wait, hold on, what?
I paired Forrest and Peggy for his show. They seem to be developed a relationship of sorts quickly, which is good because we sure don't have no budget to pair him with Karen. See what Boss Man has to say about Peggy.
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
Peggy.
Why are you reading
Her,
my
Karen, and
file?
Barbara have really
You
become
need to
a
find
little
someone who
family
can help
already.
Casey.
Maybe we need
already
to
know
run
I
this
can.
station on girl power.
Time.
Hopefully
You're right.
it's cheaper
I'm sorry.
than electric.
I need to focus on
Sometimes I
possible
wonder-
candidates. I really shouldn't have read
Oh.
both. We're in a hurry.
Hasn't been shy.
The floppy, is that good?
There's a joke there.
Wait, hold on.
Some say you may need to see it.
I talked to her about these, but she didn't talk to me about anything else.
No, that's because it's your personal one. It's probably just a character. I guess bring the floppy up, see what happens.
Yes.
I don't know what else to do.
Oh shit, I dropped it.
Hello, Zoe.
Zoe. Put her on her pillow.
Hey, there are other floppy disks on the floor. Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, Peggy.
Oh, there
you
we go.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I... Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
That's a good question. Did he have booze earlier?
Were you guys drinking earlier? Maybe it's a nasty hangover.
Jason doesn't even drink.
Forrest, I think he's going into shock.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right.
He's just been
I
through a
need you to
traumatic
listen to me,
experience.
okay?
His body's
For
probably
Jason.
freaking
What
out.
did the nurse say to do about shock?
His legs, right?
Keep him cool. Or no, keep him comfortable. Pretty sure it's his legs.
Casey, I need
Yeah,
you to
so the blood
elevate
flows
Jason's
to his
legs.
vital organs.
We
Yeah.
need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah, I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones? Or, oh God.
Don't take off the other ones.
Apply additional.
Yes.
Don't remove the bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I'm using the laundry to keep him warm. So,
He has the cloths.
I use the cleaning rags on the car. They don't look dirty. I'll fix his bandage and get him warm. Hold on, please. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? Oh, he's not doing well. Is he gonna?
I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's gonna be okay, okay?
Okay. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help. I can't lose him.
All right, Forrest, we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier?
John.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
542
Okay, I didn't either write it down.
0735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest, this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or never mind. He's badly hurt and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds, one to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine.
I wouldn't
Just
want to
hold
tell
on
a
for me,
patient
okay?
that they've just
hold
been
on.
stabbed laying
Come on.
there. Someone's coming.
I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay, we'll call you back later. I have to go now.
Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
What more can there be?
Comment upstairs when you're ready.
I want to see if there's an album down here. Pardon you. Can I open any of these?
Doesn't look like it.
Mm,
I can kind of understand why he wouldn't want to go
It's
to
getting
those
pretty
first
late.
aid things.
This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky. How Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Aw. Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man. Thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little White Wing Halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down.
Don't need your thirstiness
Ricky,
right now,
I'm just
Peggy.
glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Okay.
All right.
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Tell me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
I beat feet out of there.
Burned.
Man, I remember George and his girl there. It was a whole lot of love. I could see it, you know?
What was her name?
Ricky, please. What was her name?
I never got her name, man. He just called her Bean. I didn't really know her before or see
Jealousy.
her after that.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
Just having a good time. And then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me.
It wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. It took a long time to learn, but just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps.
Got it, man. I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky.
I don't know how much longer we have in this
All
game.
right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious
So wait a minute,
being,
this girl,
please call in.
If she was George's
Bean.
girlfriend back then,
George's girlfriend.
she's probably in her mid to late 30s now.
So what, did they
Oh,
break
we have
up
another
and
call coming in.
She
but-
didn't take it well?
Hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
I think somebody killed him, and or his
Peggy?
death was somebody else's
You're gonna
fault.
want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. Listen in to this next track from Late Night Lurkers, if you dare. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back.
Ah, it's the 911 operator.
Been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the whistling man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the whistling man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you
I think
can
we're near the
for
end of the
getting-
game.
And while you're
pretty,
talking to her,
That's
try
if she
to
tries to
figure out
call
where
again,
she
though,
is.
isn't it?
We'll
I don't
still
know.
begin.
Like, she's a
Once
serial
the location
killer.
is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie.
So,
Thank God. It sounds
is
like this is
this
almost over.
Dawn
We're
woman
nearly
trying
through
to get
this.
revenge because her boyfriend died, or
I think
is
she's
she-
getting revenge on everyone that was involved in covering up the incident. I don't think it was like murder on purpose. I think it was more like it was
A
a
prank
prank
that went
gone
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
And then everybody feels guilty, like Clive and all of them feel guilty for what happened that night. But now this woman's trying to kill everybody involved.
Yeah, everyone that was involved with the prank or just like around, I guess, that night that like ran whenever
Everybody.
she wants Ricky because he ran instead of staying.
Yeah, Clive was the one that was trying to.
He was
save.
hired to he was hired to cover it up.
So I'm going to guess that Dawn is Clive's boss.
No, I don't think that Dawn is the boss. I think Dawn is the girlfriend that's getting revenge.
Yeah.
But I think that she's getting revenge on everyone that played a part in it and that tried to cover it up.
So Dawn, we pretty much think that Dawn is the Whistling Man, or at least one of them.
Yeah, one of them. There might be more than one. She might have an accomplice because there's been several points during the game where the Whistling Man is like on this side of town and then suddenly over here, and or like locked in a room and gets out where there's no other way out.
Yeah, so there's it's a small town. There's got to be more.
Yeah.
Suddenly, also, this girl comes back in out of nowhere after she said she just moved back in, doesn't know her neighbors too well.
Yeah. That was her trying to, you know, break into the roller rink to kill Ricky.
Again, I think it's pretty gutsy that she calls the radio staff again, but it's a game. What do I know?
Yeah. Well,
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me.
can you
Anyway,
on
we
your
should get you
phone
back on
Google
hand.
to see how long the
Taking
game is?
callers is the only way to see this through.
What's it called? Killer frequency?
When you're ready,
Yeah.
shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller. Evening caller, this is Forrest
5
Nash.
hours.
Hello,
5
Forrest.
hours.
This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. Wanted to give you an update on Casey.
Look up how
John,
many
is
chapters
it
there
gonna be
are,
okay?
or like
He's a fighter.
different, like a walkthrough of the game,
Got
and
him stabilized
find
and
where we
rested
are.
in bed.
Okay.
We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
This Forrest,
Hey, Jason.
Jason, we meet at last.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. I might feel even better than either of you. Oh,
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. For that, I
think we're toward the
needed
end.
to call you.
Yeah.
Guessing the whistling
Do you
man
think
is
there's at
still
least
up
like
there.
an hour left in the game, or
As far as we know, anyway.
We are close. They were
I'm
like
worried
at
you'd
the
say
end.
that.
okay, we're at the end.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Okay, so we might as well
Excellent, I'm
finish
glad
up
you
this
called.
time, huh?
I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier. We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he all right?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. Been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead.
Is he the
A few
one that
who
pulled
knew
the
about
prank?
it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. Then the town just like he'd never existed.
What happened?
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. Decided to plan a party in the woods. Whistling man crashing. We each had a role. I
A
was
dog outside shirt and
stabbed friend. The party that night, I left alone
If your
for a
bird
second.
or if your dog is
That
chirping,
our
we have a problem.
Whistling man tended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I was playing dead, but when I heard her scream,
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean, guess George did call her that. He called her. I heard her again tonight for
It's Dawn.
her name was
What? What happened? Are we still on air? How do we get it back on?
No, please, not the basement, dude. Ugh.
Don't mind me.
An
just looking at the
emergency
wall.
broadcast?
I don't wanna go to the basement. I don't want to go to the basement. I don't wanna go to the basement. I don't wanna go, but I gotta go to the basement. I don't wanna. Is there gonna be a chase section?
I don't see anything about a chase.
Am I gonna get jump scared?
I have to know that. For those of you who do not know, I have a heart condition, so I have to know about these
Far
things too.
back corner. Why is this station so big?
I think it's. Oh, remember where you got the manual?
Is it the same place where I got the manual?
I think so.
Far back corner.
Let me know if you need help. I don't think it. Well,
That must be it. Boom! We've got power. The Whistling Man. I need to warn Peggy.
heck no! No.
What?
You know, I used to want to do radio. I've changed my mind.
You changed your mind, you don't want to do radio anymore?
Peggy, are you there? Are you? I need to get back upstairs.
There's no sprint button in this game, so I hope there's not a chase section.
Oh, Flash. Either that or I had a stroke. I'm not sure.
No, I saw a flash. I think a program tried to open it.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Oh no. Where'd you go?
Whoa.
Ah!
Oh.
This can't be happening. A call. Where's Peggy, Dawn?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night, almost the end of the show. It's not over just yet. Got a little time still, so let's make the most of it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well,
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Oh, that's her accomplice out there.
Yeah.
Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. Crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world.
Wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
And who's here?
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
The son of the guy who was killed. She was pregnant whenever he
That's why she
died.
went all freakazoid.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
Okay, alright, that's really friendly.
He's just shy.
Oh, yes.
So there were two whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And that's how you escaped the secret archives in the newspaper office.
Don't think I've forgotten about that, Forrest. Locking my sweet boy away like an animal.
And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been
Campbell.
years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
But
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night 20 years ago.
It's always the
Listen.
anniversary. Always the anniversary.
Yep.
You're gonna talk when I talk to you, and not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Okay, Marie.
Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
Shut up, Teddy.
Dude, shut up.
I said you speak when you're spoken to.
Listen to the lady.
Now,
You had
you've
big
done some good work
kidneys.
tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago. And that's why I want you to interview us.
I can do that.
Interview you. I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. You might be the only one to leave here alive.
That was the worst
need to
whimpering
drag this out.
voice acting I think I've
If I can
ever
buy
heard.
Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Do you want to die?
Do you want to die, Teddy? Because if you don't start talking...
What the hell? Our first team party was coming up, and when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
What made that night special?
That was the night Mooney went missing. Couldn't pass it up. I was just surprised. No one had ever thought to do it before.
This dude's just so casual.
Yep.
You mean this was the first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. Me and George, of course. George didn't come alone. Brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky. He was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know, because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do.
He did
had
say this
some
had something to do
issues.
with politicals.
Wasn't stable.
He's got a title.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to
His
hurt
dad
his
was
chances in life.
Rich.
So I helped him keep himself together.
His dad was the employer then.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
Midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
Looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man screamed. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
No, Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier. He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... It doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
Just a prank?
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing. It's just a joke.
I could stall for time here.
Who was it?
Who was it, Marie? Who was the whistling man?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck.
Doris?
Brody
Oh, sorry.
was the Whistling Man, laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? What happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was
I'll say it was just a prank.
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
How do you know? How does he know?
How do you know what happened?
Saw it.
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man, too, and
I didn't push him. God damn it. I just chased him up there, and he kept backing up. When I saw him about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw. You liar. It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brain, he would have realized.
Not a good thing to say.
Yep, gonna hit him. I'd hit him for that too.
No one's going to believe this.
We're live on air, dude.
Why did he cover it?
Yeah, if no one's gonna believe it, then why'd you cover it up, dude?
Why the cover up?
My future was at stake, Nash.
Oh
You know
my
what
god.
it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things.
You know what? Kill him. I don't care if this man dies.
Do you guys have another suit that we could use, maybe?
Can we put on the mask and kill him ourselves?
That night.
Does that not look like a costume from like Batman Telltale games?
Yeah, it really does.
It was just a stupid joke gone wrong.
Very wrong. A man died.
It was a stupid joke. Yeah, you're right.
Why should a blip my
Because of you, somebody else doesn't have a fucking future.
That's evil. It's evil.
That's
He's
an
evil.
evil thing to say, Teddy.
That's the way it is. My father.
Yeah, your father's evil
And he's
too.
crooked too.
Sandra
What do you
found him the next morning while out jazz running.
She found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up. Unless she... Did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
Just answer the stupid question, man.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes. Okay, we own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business. Unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealing, nothing to do with
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. Just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life.
even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper. But no, that coward killed the story. We'll take care of Maurice Russell later.
Look,
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. It never should have started. Shouldn't have pushed my George off. He should have been punished.
just the mellows.
It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Where George and I first met.
It shouldn't be
before he
funny.
joined
This
the
shouldn't
football
be.
team. It was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
The school gym, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, we are
We're at
getting
Gallows Creek
closer
High.
now.
In the gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes, we're here.
Yeah,
Anyway,
mask.
I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy?
You've got to help me.
quiet. You'll talk more later. Now I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did.
Oh.
Peggy, it's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come.
Marie! Oh my god, I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
What? Now we have a sister? This is
Sister, Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. It was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
My sister, the whistling man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
You should have said something. You should have told me.
I know, okay? I should have. But I didn't imagine this situation then, so just... What happened to you, Marie? Disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night. But did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet.
You know, you look
Care.
just like your father.
I've been with George, and
See it in the soul's eyes.
Yeah.
Marie, sorry. I never knew.
It's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Is that why you went after that kid in the maze? Eugene Stein? Because his parents?
That's right. Eugene's parents were there that night, too. They got themselves killed in a bus accident. And since only their child was left...
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me, just like the rest forgot.
Is there any way I could prove Peggy
Marie's
didn't
kind of got
forget
a little
Marie?
bit. Yeah.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say, then?
Henry, would you like to talk
Happy
to your
birthday, Peg. Now you're great. And 8. Love, M.
Well,
Henderson police! Freeze! No!
Henry! Get out of there!
Oh,
Peggy!
We have 2
Hey,
women,
Henry, could
and
you
we're
open the
in pursuit
door?
of the suspect.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
oh,
I'll be okay. God, Marie.
Hey, Zara! I need you to look after Peggy. We got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
No, it ain't. I'm locked in a room.
I'm still locked in here.
Folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. And it's been a scream.
I think that's a good sign off.
Huh. So all these people are involved.
Come in.
Oh,
One suspect is in custody. We trailed the other suspect into the nearby woods.
oh,
Oh,
I think we have to watch the ending credits.
so let's find out what happens in the ending.
These are all the people.
So we got Jennifer, Scott, Cynthia, Tammy, Peggy. So that's what Peggy is.
Oh,
Forrest, Murphy, Hot Dave,
yeah, I remember Hot Dave.
Chad. Oh, it looks like a Chad. Kyle, Roller Ricky, Eugene, Maurice, Sandra, Virginia, Jason, Teddy, Heather, Lisa, Seth, Chuck, John,
Martinez. What is this? The killer's lair?
No, isn't this the... Oh. Skip the epilogue.
I don't want to skip the epilogue.
Either this is the... later, or... Look, the same mannequins are right here, because that
Yeah.
were in Clive's place.
We have the suspect cornered at the top of Whistling Point.
Oh, is he gonna fall like his dad?
Or is it the woman?
Or is it Marie?
Marie
Yeah.
took off. I bet she took off to Whistling Point.
Mm.
Stop! Put your hands in the air! Get down on the ground!
Bet they're gonna jump.
Yeah.
So who is this current?
Don't move! Nobody else has to get hurt!
Yeah, who are we?
No, stop! Suspect has jumped!
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
have a visual. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
So one took off in the woods. That was probably Marie. The other one was just how else would he have got out? Henry.
Yeah, I don't know how Henry could have gotten out because they were right outside.
Yeah, I mean the whole area was lit up.
I want to know who we are. Oh, well, I
And
guess whenever they jumped, that was it.
that was Killer Frequency.
That was Killer Frequency. It was a good-ass game.
It was very suspenseful. I liked it. I liked the fact that you didn't really have all that many jump scares.
Yeah, I like that there wasn't a chase scene because that's the only thing that really gets me in horror games. I don't like chases because I just don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting there to be a chase scene, and I like how all of the horror that was happening was narrative, and there was also comedy in between. But yeah, this has been my complete playthrough and review of Killer Frequency.
There are apparently more endings.
There's more endings.
Mm-hmm. All endings in Killer Frequency. There are 3 of them.
Oh, I mean, I guess we got the good ending.
I suppose I could read.
Yeah, sure. Take the mic.
Okay. There are 3 total endings in Killer Frequency that you can get. Whilst the game plays linear in the narrative.
Linear.
Linear, thank you. With your final stand being the interview with the Whistling Man. Being in 2 places at once. How is this even possible? In your interview with the killer, the conversation and the dialogue remains the same. The 2-moment decision that determines which ending you get in Killer Frequency is finding something to link Peggy to Marie. You need the birthday card.
Yeah.
Outside of this choice, all endings are determined by the amount of callers you save, aside from Sheriff Matthew and Jimmy, who have to die the part of the canon. If everyone lives, everyone dies, or one of the callers does not survive, the Whistling Man will determine the ending you get. So, let's see here. Therefore, you're looking for the good ending. The next ending, I'm guessing this was the good ending. From the way this is reading.
Yeah, everyone survived. No one ever died except for Jimmy.
Okay. Let's see. The next ending that you more than likely have already seen is the end with a question mark, which you have regardless of which choice you make at the end point of the game in your interview with the Whistling Man. However, we have separated is specifically to say that if you get anyone killed throughout the game, 1 or more callers, but survive your encounter with the killer by finding Peggy's birthday card to question mark the end, that doesn't seem much different than the other one.
Yeah, that we had the end.
Yeah.
So.
Finally, Killer Frequency is the 3rd last ending you can get. Killer Frequency, to get this one, all you have to do is select all the wrong answers through the game to kill off all the callers. In that moment of trying to save Teddy and Peggy from the Whistling Man, you need to fail at getting the birthday card to result in Forest Demise 2. This will unlock the bad ending for Killer Frequency. So in other words, you got the good one.
Okay.
But still want to know who you play as in that last
who
moment.
are you at the end? I don't know.
Sorry for bumping the mic there.
No, it's okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really say who you are at the end of that. That's a little bit open ending. That's why I'm kind of thinking that's why they call it the end. With a
Question mark? Yeah, because you get it no matter what ending you get because there's other endings to get.
So
I don't really care about bad ending. I don't care about getting the bad ending. I only really ever care about getting the good ending, so
I'm kind of thinking, to me, I'm kind of wondering if you're, like, somehow Henry actually did escape and he just had to listen to his mom die.
Maybe. I don't know. Might set it up for a sequel.
I feel like it's set up for a pretty good sequel.
Or a DLC or something.
But, that was a good game. Very much. Very much recommend. You jump scares here and there. Nothing too bad. Also, hello.
A horror game for people who don't like traditional horror games. I would say it's more narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's not narrative to the point that it's like a fucking like visual novel or something.
Right.
But it's narrative to the point to like, you know, you getting Zoe kisses?
She apparently is giving me kisses. So
Aww.
me and my allergies both appreciate it.
Yeah, she's gonna sleep on your chest tonight.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just sneeze all the fur off the baby.
But yeah, that's been Killer Frequency, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I need to exit the game.
Ending's hard, huh?
Ending is hard.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Okay, bye!
Bye-bye!